All right. See if anybody's actually up this late. Maybe, maybe not. Got the original delicious barbecue chips. Smashing some of these. Oh, we got one person. Two people. What's going on? What's going on? K&J Adventures. What's going on? Glad to have you here. Just popping in here kind of late. Today was a absolute, I don't even know what to say. It will be in a future video, I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, Bradley. Chris James, what's going on, man? Yeah, I had a situation out on the road today, and it will be coming to a video near you. Haven't recorded it yet, obviously, but situation out on the road with public authorities, and things did not go well. So we'll see how that kind of goes. Sitting in Missouri on my 10-hour break. Chris, where are you headed to? James, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here. Usually, guys, I usually am doing my Sunday night lives. And so last night, we just had so much to do. I was not able to do it, but it's seemingly every week I'm just like, well, I've got Sunday Night Live. Like, I expect it. Kara, expects me to go live, and it's just interesting to see, how many people are kind of, I don't know, it's not about me, but the crazy chats that we have on some of these nights where it gets wild. So I definitely missed having the live last night, and this setup is a little bit different for sure. So okay, Sanger, Texas dropped last load at the same Dealership Friday second run in the new truck. Awesome, man. What truck did you go with? I know you had issues with your old one for seemingly forever. I think you said you went from a Ram to a Ford. Is that right, Chris? And for myself, I'm headed to Maine. Going to Bangor, Maine, 1,114 miles. Recording a video along this trip, talking about, I guess I'll tell you guys, since you're the faithful or whatever, kind of talking about what it's like having a dog out on the road, having a pet. Maybe I've had a lot of questions in the past, not as many people recently, but people just asking what is it like having a dog on the road? What are some ways to make things a little bit more efficient? How are you able to kind of work that into the job, into the lifestyle? So just kind of recording that video as I'm on this trip here. And so yeah, that's the inside scoop for this next video coming up. My second trailer deliver in the morning. Okay, gotcha, Bradley. Doing good at Quality Inn in Goshen for orientation. Gotcha, James. Awesome. Very good. Very good. James, who are you going with? Oh, man. You know, at a certain point during, is this guy got to hit me or something? At a certain point, okay, synergy. Gotcha. I got a speaking of dogs, my dog possession of both pillows. Oh man, get some good earplugs for good sleep. Oh man. Yeah, orientation was for me 5 years ago was not too helpful. I might have been a little bit more confused when I got out of there, but you know, the benefit to now versus 5 years ago is there's so many YouTubers on here now. There's so much information. I mean, besides for a few key things as far as, you know, CVSA scores and some logbook help that hopefully they actually, you know, give. And everything else is pretty much on YouTube. So if you can't get help at Synergy or anywhere else for orientation, hopefully somebody on here, one of us has actually got the video, boom, right there for you. So among other people, obviously, who have the information, but so Thursday morning. That will be interesting. Johnny King, what's going on? So much of a lag in production because the parts suck. Yeah, it just seems like just watching the load board as it just kind of unravels. It seems as if there will be a little. I mean, you could almost kind of feel the temperature of the industry, where seemingly there will be a whole bunch of loads, and this is not like the difference between beginning of the month, end of the month, time. You know, those 2 weeks roughly, and then the middle of the month. It seems to be like a smaller window, but essentially there will be a lot of trailers and then not that much for a good long while. And you can just kind of see, like, when they get the parts in, they slam them on the trailers and bust them out. And then they just sit there. It just seems like they just sit there and go, well, what do we do now, guys? You know, maybe there's somebody with more information on it. But it seems as if just watching the load board, it's like watching the pipeline just dry up, and then a flood comes, and then it dries up, and then, you know. So I definitely understand that. Again, my flaps Wednesday at Affinity. Huh, okay. Affinity on the board today, yeah. Yeah, when I got this Massachusetts, when I got this main load, there was like 190 loads, maybe over 200. Brian, loads come in, then out. Maybe, is that what you're saying? Yeah, right now I am in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, and headed my way to Maine. So, yep. But I've been noticing that last week of the month good for 2 weeks. After that, always the third week, like this week, dead here at any. Yeah, and I'm going to be making a video about it in the future here, but for 5 straight years, I've noticed, and my dispatcher even says this, has said this for the whole time. You know, last week of the month to push everything out, all the inventory out for the month, and then whatever's left over for that first week. That it may be a few days worth of flooding. It may be the whole week. Who knows? But essentially, those roughly that week and a half to 2 weeks seems to be the everything's flying out the door versus the 2 weeks in the middle or whatever that ends up being for the month, depending on the month, seems to be the lower part versus, or I guess in comparison with, every month is different depending on that season of the year. The season of the year. So yeah, that's right. So there's definitely a flow to it, and the longer you're in RV transport, and you, even when you're not watching for a load for yourself at that very moment when you need one, if you just kind of keep tabs on a constant basis, you'll kind of get a temperature. After, honestly, it took me more than 1 year. It was probably 2 or 3 years, but it was about 2 or 3 years when I finally started saying, oh, okay, well, it's this month of the year, and there's always going to be increases towards the end of the month or the beginning of the month, slightly. But based on the past, this time of year seems to be, lower or higher. Things are starting to ramp up, kind of a thing. So that's just kind of what I noticed so far. They get in there, they're gone. You have to be fast with your fingers on the load boards. Yeah. There's been a number of times I've called, and I usually try to tell people, hey, if you are going to call and tie up the phone line and hold somebody up, have more than one trailer. Now, not every time do I actually follow my own suggestion or whatever. But normally I do. I'll have at least one, at least the one I want, and then maybe one backup. And hopefully you're able to grab it before somebody else sees one of the two, and you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, saying, "I have no trailers," that I'm really looking at. So, or I think they will still have a shutdown in July. Partials have stacked things up. The last I heard, Brian, we were, and this is industry wide, I think it was like, somebody, correct me if I'm wrong. The last time I heard industry wide, we were like well over 10 million. This was like 3 or 4 months ago. We were over 10 million behind in production industry wide. So obviously there's some higher end fifth wheels out there, maybe some park models, but that's a lot of lower end trailers as well. That's a lot of money, and I'm sure it's only grown because of continued, like you're saying, part shortages. So definitely stacking up. I bet it's even more. I bet it's closer to 20. Will there be a shutdown in July? I think there still might be, but it's going to be different. It's going to look a little different than we've ever seen it before. I can't remember. I get them mixed up each time. December end of year is always end year, and then July. One is a reset for the next model, and then the other one is a retool or cleaning things up or something. I can't remember what it actually is. Let me know in the comments if you actually know what that is. I can't remember. But there's each time I believe it's different things. So there's one thing that happens every year, and then I just can't remember which is which. What's the new? Is it July or December when they switch to the next year and start putting them out, or what happens with that? So I think we still will have a shutdown, but it'll just look different, and it may, as you're saying, we may be so backed up and parts come in over time, we still might have loads being thrown on the load board, but they're technically so far behind, it may not affect us. There's no telling, unless somebody does have the accurate information. Let's see. Tim Davis, what's going on? 1125 drivers at Synergy helps empty the load board fast. Woo! Had no idea we were up to there. Last I heard, we were in the mid 700s, and that was a few months ago. So, wow, that is wild. They must be really preparing for a lot of loads. That is interesting to see. As 3,200. Wow. Okay. Johnny, is that towable and driveway? Or is that just towable? Todd, how far is a main run? I'm going to Upper New York with Nature Nut Photos. Todd, hey, thanks for hopping in here, man. Maine is 1114, so 1,114 miles from Synergy. I'm going to Bangor, Maine. It's a service unit, so no wash fee, no real issues, I guess. So we'll drop off tomorrow. I haven't checked the GPS at what time that's actually going to be, but drop off tomorrow for sure, and then be on my way home. So Chris James, I'm on a transporter from a company. Has only 30 drivers. Wow. Not that many. Sean Richards, what's going on, man? What is up? I am smashing some chips here at the Bloomsburg truck stop here in Pennsylvania. So we're living the dream here at the truck stop. I'm ready to curl up in my back on the bed, which, by the way, I need to make a follow-up video. This Tatcha bed is just insane. I honestly, in certain ways, I actually sleep better in this bed than I do at home. And at home, I have a sleep number bed. My sleep number is like 45 to like 60, somewhere in there. Just depends on the night. How I'm feeling, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, just loving it. So, yes, all total drivers. Johnny King. Okay, gotcha. That's quite, for one company, that is quite a few drivers. Man. Sean, only a little over an hour east of me. Oh, man. I know you live in PA. I just couldn't remember exactly where. Text me or call me tomorrow, and maybe on the way back I can stop in if you're not doing anything, or whatever. I can stop in and say hi, but I will definitely be headed home as quickly as possible. Besides popping in, so yeah. Brian. I know has an RV rental company. He called to order 3 units for next year's season. Wow, he would not see them till 2023. Backlogs are looking good. Wow, Brian, that is crazy. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Chris, going part-time transport, had an opportunity for 4 days a week near home with benefits. Chris, wow. If you could even just double dip just a little bit and, grab a trailer for a day trip here or there. Man, only 4 days a week. That's solid, man. That's cool. Christopher, what's going on? Tell us when you are. I also have a sleep number bed and hate that thing. Oh man. So yes, I do still have to pay tolls, deadheading, but I get reimbursed by my company. So it's not too bad. I believe Massachusetts is the one place where they pay by plate, and it's like $2 or $3 being empty, and so I'm stuck with that because they take like a week or two, which is way past when I'd have to turn in the information for the tolls and everything to get reimbursed for the whole trip. But yeah. And then you said I also have a sleep number bed and hate that thing. Yeah. I really like how firm it is, but then I also like how soft it is at other times. I'm just like, well, where do I fall tonight? What do I want it more firm? Do I is my back hurting? Is my whatever hurting? Like, basically what I do is I start off at a higher number and then I just tap it on my phone to go down over time, and wherever I just kind of sink in, I just go, that's where we end it. So yeah. We spent Nick Up Photos. Yes. We spent 2 nights in Bloomsburg last week. Well, it's a paradise. I'm with you. It's great. Head to Indiana in the morning, then South Dakota. Well, you're just trying to run away from me then. Wow, Sean. Thanks so much. No, I was kidding. Platinum Haulers, what's going on? Glad to have you here. Hey, Daniel, like content starting next month, trying to figure out which company to go with. Platinum, my advice is ask every company a boatload of questions. Don't take vague answers. Any question that any of us YouTubers or whoever has not answered, just really hold their feet to the fire, whoever you talk to. Ask for proof, ask for any type of that stuff. You don't want to get into a situation with any company where you're like, well, I didn't ask all the questions before, and now I found out they have all these policies that I just hate, that I can't go with, and then you have to end up hopping companies or, just being, whatever the case may be. I work for Synergy. You do what you got to do. I'm not here to be a yes man. Research your own stuff and go with your gut and just pull the trigger. Let's see. Christopher, what's going on? Just wondering if you need a CDL for the towaway division. Phil, by the way, keep the great video you make. I'm watching and learning from them. You want to get involved in driving. Hey, awesome, Christopher. Very cool. Very cool. So you don't have to have a CDL to pull for towaway. So I have a CDLB, but that doesn't really matter because we're actually towing things. CDLB in Indiana is irrelevant for this. So basically, your GVWR, your GCWR is the gross combination weight rating for your truck and the trailer. If you don't have a CDL, that means you are at the 26,000 mark. You can't go a hair above that because all companies in RV transport, they don't go off of your actual weight of your truck. They go off of your GVWR, gross vehicle weight rating. Whatever the sticker says on your door is what they're going to say your truck weighs. whatever the sticker on the camper says, or the fifth wheel, whatever it is, that's what they say the trailer weighs. Those two numbers combined have to be 26,000 or less. So, for example, my truck is 12,300 pounds, GVWR. The trailer that I'm pulling right now is, 8,500 or something like that. So that's no problem. That's way below 26,000 pounds. The highest weighing fifth wheel I can pull is 13,700 pounds, equaling 26,000 pounds. I cannot go 1 pound over that, based upon how RV Transport does their weighing. They don't want to go off of actual weight, because you could have the craziest setup in your bed. You could have 1,000 pounds of diesel or more, and just the craziest setup. So to avoid that, to be safe, all RV transport companies essentially just say, hey, we're going off of GVWR for each of them, and it's the GCWR. So you can without a CDL, that's not a problem. So yeah, just keep learning. Let me know if I can help. Yeah, keep watching other YouTubers as well, for sure. Pastor Anthony, what's going on, sir? Glad to have you here. New pays by plate as well. Brian, yeah, that is a new thing. Well, relatively new. I haven't been out east in forever. This is the first load going east in a long time. So it's a little interesting seeing places where I've been 1,000 times probably, and I haven't been here for a while. So very interesting. Chris, think messages is Easy Pass. One along with New York. Gotcha, Chris. Ryan, glad to see. I didn't the $2 light video. How's your night? I'm in Reno, Nevada. Wow. Out of Fresno, California. Ryan, yeah, just I'm in Bloomsburg, PA. Yeah, we got people backing up all over the place. Oh, what's going on here? But yeah, we are, man, like right outside my truck. Just waiting for my truck to just be absolutely smothered by a trailer running over me. I'm at the end of an aisle. Christian, reached out to you yesterday to see if he was around town. Oh, here we go. Lots of hills. Spent a lot of time there when my son wrestled in college. Gotcha, Brian. Yeah, we are definitely on some hills here. This tells both ways. Brian, yes, they do. Going east, going west, they do not. So if you are needing, if you're going east, outbound and inbound, they're all reimbursed. But depending on the states that you go through, you're going to probably need to get the Easy Pass or some way to be able to get your receipts back to be reimbursed quickly, because Synergy and any other company out there is going to say, hey, we want the paperwork turned in because the manufacturer is hounding us. Get that into us, as soon as possible. And so they will kind of pressure you to get that stuff turned in quicker before you're actually able to get your receipts turned in. So Easy Pass or I don't know what else to really do with that, but yeah. Hours ago. Have a safe trip, brother. Hey, Sean, you too. I will catch you one of these times here or in Indiana somewhere, man. Have a good one. Colton, let's pull it up on my phone. I think somebody else said we had like 50 loads on the board right now. You know, most Mondays, despite whatever time of the month it is or whatever's going on, at the end of a Monday, anybody who already delivered on Friday or over the weekend or who missed a load, towards the end of the week, they're generally hustling to get another one pretty quick. So, yep, that was right. 55 pages of 10. So, man, need some water. Platinum, hey Daniel, starting someone like content, trying to figure out which company to go with. Man, yeah, Platinum. My advice to just about everybody: just do your own research. Ask lots of questions. Don't take their word for it. Ask for it in writing. Policies that they have. Any number of things. Just ask. Ask as many questions as you can, and just kind of go through your gut. Catch my video on the burgers. Oh man, Pastor Anthony, I saw. Wait, no, you sent. I saw something of the video on the burgers. I thought I need to go back. Slow Momentum, what's going on? He's another YouTuber in RV transport, rolling to Tucson and Deming. Gotcha. Awesome, man. Chris James, speaking of diesel, I can go from a 60-gallon tank to a upgrading factory tank to a 60-gallon tank later on this year. Wow. Scott Johnson, what's going on? Love your channel. How much the driveway division Scott, unfortunately I don't. First for experience. Gotcha. Scott, I wish I did. I know a few people who started in drive-away and then hopped over to tow-away. Unfortunately, I only know, pay rates are much less than tow-away for, maybe obvious reasons. I wish I knew more, but I don't. I'm sorry. Go for it. Slow Momentum, 42 foot. Woo-wee! Oh my. Beacon on the hitch. Combined weight. Man, you are not messing around. Slow Momentum. Oh, man. 42 foot, man. I think the longest I've hauled it might have been 41. It was not 42. That is a beast. Oh, my word. Man. I'm using passwords. Great run. Just have a way to email tolls after the run. Just takes longer to get reimbursed. Yeah, Pastor Anthony, that is awesome for Horizon drivers. I wish Synergy would kind of go with that program. They are not, though, so at the moment. So, yeah. White Barn Farms, what's going on? I am parked in Bloomsburg, PA, and we are living the dream here, headed to Bangor, Maine. I always want to say Massachusetts. Because always, in the past, it was either Connecticut, Massachusetts, maybe New Hampshire, and then rarely Maine. So I'm just so used to saying Massachusetts. Let's see. Picking up a boat out of Tennessee to Idaho on Wednesday morning. Huh. Very cool. Seems there is no part shortage like we are being told then. I think it just kind of slows there's so many companies and so many drivers It's a little, depending on what's going on in the market, going on in the industry. I think there can be a lot more to it than simply seeing, oh, well, there's a lot of loads on the board or there's none. There's so many factors that go into why are there no loads or why are there so many loads. I'm just shooting from the hip, on some of this stuff. So, yeah. Does the same New York takes 10 days to post? Because, Brian, gotcha. So they're trying to be, I can't self-dispatch. Found a new way around it. Need to get together next time I'm in Elkhart. Okay. Very cool. Brian, yes, I will be. Yes. I'll have to. It's been a while on the burgers. I was asking about the ribs, so I asked him about the burgers. Bradley, I got a 41-foot. Wow, man, not messing around. David McDaniel, what's going on? CDLA is not as cut and dry as everyone makes it sound. Gotcha. Lyle, are most companies still taking on drivers? For better or for worse, probably. They're preparing for absolute mayhem, craziness going into the season. The industry is so backed up. I said it a little earlier. There was not a projection, an actual statement, and one of it was an article for RV transport, or for RV people, but talking about the whole industry as getting them out. That said it was over $10 million in campers, being behind in the product, and so that was several months ago. It's probably, my opinion is, it's probably even more now. Home with a 36-foot driver trailer. I was unable to drop. Gotcha. Reset channel. What's going on? Fair winds. What is going on, sir? Glad to have you here. Lyle, I'm fixing to go to Indiana to sign with a company. Lyle, who are you going with, man? How was your experience asking questions like you should have been, and digging deep and finding out who you want to go with? You go to Indiana to sign. Oh yeah, David, I will be doing a video on CDL stuff soon. I've been swamped. Yeah, man. Did find out that even though I'm considered commercial, I can haul over 20. If it's for personal use. Okay, gotcha. Reset, what has happened? Chilling in Cali. Ugh. Sorry to hear that. My prayers for you, man. Oh, my. Oh, man, I don't know if I want to hear this. What are the fuel prices in Cali? Wow. And I'm a U.S. citizen living in Canada, so many of the companies are scared and don't know what to do with that. Starfleet said, sure, come on down. Wow. Wow. Very cool. Starfleet is open for business, guys. Man, very cool. $4.70. Oh my. Over $4 a gallon when I was there. Wow. I just started with IT. Towaway, not sure I like the self-dispatch mayhem. Uh-oh. How do you like calling in? For me, there's a couple dispatchers for Towaway, but essentially I've had the same main person for the last 5 years. I think she's the best, Judy, and it's very easy to get in. And hey, she knows me. She knows my dog. She knows my life. We have a great relationship, so calling in is not too bad for me. I don't know what other people do, how other people treat their dispatcher, but I have no issues, and calling in is not a big ordeal for me, honestly. Not just a meme, yeah. Hmm. Team RV Express may be willing to bring you on up to pay for the Canadian runs. Huh. Very cool. Very cool. uh, this is one of the lamest plugs, but the light up here, if you haven't already watched my video talking about lights that I've changed on my truck, go ahead and check that one out. Honestly, this light that I replaced my inner cab light or whatever, it is so much more brighter than before. And the other one lasted. I'm assuming my old one was the original cab light for this, and I have no other lights in the truck. There's nothing up front here. I got the ST model. This truck has nothing. And my only light lasted for, I'm assuming, from 2012 till now. Maybe that's wrong, but I've never replaced it. And so, yeah, this is super bright for me. I feel like I'm a ghost on here. I've got another light over here shining at me. You can see the yeah, the reflection. That's what I'm thinking of. The shadow, but yeah. Let's see here. Colton, make friends with dispatch. They're the hand that feeds you. Yeah, I mean, pays to not be a jerk. It's pretty easy to do. I've got no issues with anybody. It's all good. So, if you treat your dispatcher like a scum of the earth, your loads are probably not going to be the best because they're human too, and they're probably not incentivized to. I would love to treat the person who treats me the worst to turn around and absolute, just that's generally not how people operate. You usually get what you give. With this one, I was able to get down to 395. Oh, wow. Oh, my. Can we see the side lights on the mirror? Colton. Oh, the white light. Colton, I will take a picture before I go to bed here. I'm already kind of shut down for the night, but what I'll do is I will step outside and take a picture and put that on my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, and the information is down in the description below on this video, and I will have that have a picture of the absolutely ridiculous spotlight, just white out, light shining down to the floor that just everything is just, I mean, it's in the middle of the day. It's crazy. Perfect. Oh, okay. Very cool. Christine, let's go. What they pay to Canadian drivers, they've upped it. I will take another look. Huh. Okay. Gotcha, Lyle. Justin, what's going on? Hey, Daniel. I love the content thing about pulling a trailer. Does we know where to get the best deal on a trailer hauling setup? Justin, are you talking about just an actual truck, or you wanted to do multiples, a haul and tow? What are you thinking about doing, man? Brian, wow, 305, what a deal! Paid $259 in New Hampshire today. Woohoo! Woo-wee! Let's see here. Slow momentum. I like the LEDs on the bottom of the mirror arm. Yeah, absolutely. One of mine went out, and I don't think that's necessarily a big deal to DOT. But I was like, man, I want to have all of my lights working, so I just replaced all of them, the amber ones on the ends, as well as the I think they're called puddle lights. That's what they're called, puddle lights that shine straight down. And man, oh man, they are just so bright. I love them. Bless those who curse you. That's what the Bible says. Yep. Not many people do that though. Probably in this industry though. I'm with you though, Pastor. I'm with you. So unless this resolves itself, I will be linking my OnlyFans in every. Oh dear. Well, it's $1.65 to $1.85 loaded. Gotcha. Pulling multiples. 38-foot. Okay, on right now, headed to Arizona. Gotcha. I wish I knew, Justin. Answering your question from before, I really don't know. I know in the Facebook groups on Facebook, there are so many knowledgeable people in some of the RV transport Facebook groups. I would head there and just, first of all, before you post a question, research and use the search bar, because people stress out if you don't use the search bar and ask the same question for the 10 millionth time. So I would check that out first, man. Well, they told me $1.29, so I would take another look. Wow. Okay. Does your wife know you are snacking on the road? This is a late, painfully not good late dinner, sort of dinner. So yeah, Johnny, she might be watching. I don't know. Let's not say anything. I'll get a text tonight saying, "What are you doing?" Reset. If it's on Facebook, it has to be true. Oh yeah, that's right. Tim, who has the most safety miles? It's only 8 here. You're good. Oh. Yeah, everybody sound. That's a great question. Everybody in the chat, put in the chat how many safe miles you have. I'm gonna pull up mine. I don't know where I left my. There we go. My packet that shows the safe miles. All right. All right. I'm not going to say mine. I'm going to put mine in the chat. So everybody, oh my soul. I'm pretty sure Johnny just killed it. 3 mil safety miles. Oh, wow. Johnny, I'm pretty sure we can't compete with that. Oh, slow momentum. Oh, my word. 1.42 mil, baby. Let's go. Oh, my soul. Well, I don't know if I even want to put mine in now. Let's see. Let's put it in here. I'm going to get every single mile put on here just to make sure. This is my safe miles as of not including this trip, which is nowhere close to you guys in the millions. Oh my. 2.6 mil back in the late 70s. Woohoo! Wow. No kitty games. Oh my word. Wow. Oh my. Let's go back here and sound them off. Johnny King just killing it with 3 mil since 2000. Brian, 100K. Let's go. Tomorrow I'll crack 189 since August 19. Booyah. 1.42 million. That's insane. Oh, my word. They posted on their page, sent an email to Canadian drivers. Lyle, 2.6 back in the late 70s, 80s. Congrats. I started in 2014. 1254 miles in 2 weeks. There you go. Nice. Very cool. 21.5 doesn't include this run. We're doing it since February. Killing it, Pastor. We aren't worthy. Oh, my soul. There's my 232, 290. Every single mile counts. Tim Davis, 42.534. That was bull hauling and flatbeds. Oh, man. I'm over 3 million in the tractor trailer driving, but not an RV. Woo-wee! Oh, man. These ships are drying out throat here. Coming in with the millions. Oh, my soul. I'm not even here. Oh, wow. Let's see. 70s were paper logs. That's cheating. Oh, Holland USA, what's going on? Glad to have you here. We are just listing off how many miles we have, safe miles, traveling down the road right now. I think the maxed out number, what was it? Over 3 million for Johnny King, and different but still technical safe miles. Pastor Anthony and with where was it at? With over 3 million as well, just killing it, guys. Wow. Oh my. What is it? 34. Oh, Christian, 34,000 miles since November. Wow. What does the company give you guys with millions? Good question. I was going to make a video on this for, Synergy's driver appreciation, who'sy whatsy, for safe miles. I can't remember what that is. I believe at a certain point, well, I'm about to hit 250. So at 250, I get like $250. I get a meal with one of the owners of my choosing to go out to dinner with, and paid by somebody else somewhere in the Goshen area. Probably choose my dispatcher, Judy. But yeah, just I think, and then once you hit a mill, you start getting like one extra penny for every load you take per mile or whatever, something like that. Oh, it's the 12th. Oh dear. Okay. Where am I at? Reset. That didn't include 5 years of not even logging. Lyle, oh my soul. Wow, that's got to be even more miles. Johnny, reset. It was paper in the 90s and 2000s also. What's logging? Dear. Oh, dear. 41 foot. Let's see. My wife has 335. Wow, killing it. 3.5 years. Man, not messing around. Yeah, that's quicker than me for sure. Wow. You guys are insane, man. Millions. Oh, wow. That is some road time right there. Wow, very cool. Oh my. Well, tonight I think in tonight's chat, uh, either Pastor Anthony or Lyle kind of won in the mills, which is just wild. Oh my. Let's see here. Is that, it is 11:21, and it may be time to go to bed. Maybe you're already sleeping, and I'm just talking to no one in here. But I think I may have to go to bed here soon. All right, how many legal safety miles? I love the driving, yes, sir. Lyle, I always tell people I backed up more miles than they've driven. I guess so, man. Oh my, for real though, for real. Craziness. Let's see here. Slow momentum. Great show tonight. Y'all be safe. Yeah, you too, man. Glad to have you here. Yeah, I think that's going to shut me down for the night. I'm getting the glazed over eyes here. I'm turning into a pumpkin or something, you know. I'm going to finish up a couple more chips, and then I'm going to crash into my back seat, and it's going to be great. But thanks for hopping in here, guys. I know it's a Monday. I know you're probably on the road. Just didn't work out yesterday, so together. Okay, cool, Brian. Montana from Ranch, where you had to back in 35 miles. 35 miles to back in to load. How? Oh, my soul. Oh, my word. I messed up. And I'm doing it now. Just finish the bag. I will. Well, yeah, I better, because they'll get nasty by tomorrow. Crow Ranch in eastern Montana. Wow. Craziness. 70 square miles. Say watch out for Swift. Savage. Oh my. Let's see here. I backed about 4 miles. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Cool, Anthony. I'll have to check that one out. Good excuse. Don't want them to get nasty. Right? You know, I'm just trying to do the right thing. You know, whatever that is for chips. I don't know. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for being here. Had a blast with you. Always appreciate it. And have a good one. Be safe out on the road if you are driving. And my light is on. And I'm about to go take a picture of my new LED lights that are absolutely ridiculous for the puddle lights flashing or shining down on my mirrors. And I'll put that on Instagram. So I will catch you later. Have a good one, guys. Be safe. And I will see you later.